Well, greetings everyone. This is your friendly captain speaking. I am going to take you on a bit of a tutorial about the old ELT program we have here, which stands for Extended Learning Time, if you're wondering. So, Extended Learning Time will be period 4 this year, and it will be this academic support or academic enrichment time that we'll have. Each day, students will be asked to check their email during third period to see if they will have ELT for their upcoming period, period 4. Students that are assigned to ELT would actually report directly to the teacher who made the ELT request. The ELT teacher then is responsible to take attendance for ELT using our ELT program, and the office will actually enter students into Infinite Campus as absent. I believe that there'll be a handout that will be coming out that has most of this information that I'll be sharing with you sometime in your emails as well. Now, where I'm currently at is the home screen when you log into the program, and what comes up is your current homeroom, which is your ELT homeroom. You can see there's pictures of the students. We got the days of the week. What should happen is these boxes should be filled when they're assigned to ELT, and you'll be able to see who in your homeroom is assigned where. So let's take you on a little trip here. First of all, you can see up here what the website is, and I believe you'll be able to find that from our senior high homepage, I'm guessing. So now I took you to where you would log in. I didn't do that before, but I'll show you now. This is the login. It'd be your username and whatever password you use to get onto a computer in our district. So I'll log in. This is the same page you saw when I began the tutorial. But over here, I'm going to go to one of my classes. So here's one of my classes, 20th Century America. You can see the same options that were on the home page, but now this is where I could assign students to ELT. Now notice there are priority days for each of the departments. Monday you can see is English, Tuesday social studies, Wednesday electives, Thursday math, and Friday science. These priority departments or teachers would trump any previously entered assignment for that day from another teacher in a different department. And you'd receive an email actually informing you as such if that happened. So for instance, if as a social studies teacher I believe a student needs to be in ELT on Monday, let's say it's a Friday, and I want them on Monday to come in and see me for some work or some help with a project or whatever it might be, I would assign them here under social studies for English, and I'd write a little description in the box why they're coming to see me. Now, if, for instance, Brendan here had some English work that he needed to do, and I had already assigned Brendan for social studies, that English teacher, let's say Mr. Sale, for instance, would then assign him, see that I had him, and say, you know what, Hanson doesn't matter because Mr. Sale is like that. He would then trump me because this is an English day. Now, I would get an email inform me that that happened, and I'd go and punch Mr. Sale and say, hey, you can't do that. Social studies is definitely more important than English, and then he'd back off and I'd get that day. But let's just say for argument's sake that I'm sick or something that day, Mr. Sale then would get that student, or as would be the case, we'd all talk and make sure that we figure out what's best for the student. And if he needs to do his English work, then I would say, all right, maybe I can wait till Tuesday, or we'll make an arrangement for a different time. Now, the cutoff time to assign students to ELT is 7 a.m. of the current day And again, then ELT assignments are emailed to the students, and they actually would get that email by 10 after 7 that morning. And again, we're going to want them to check on a third hour so they know where they're going for fourth hour. Now, students can also request academic support and an ELT by talking to their teacher about that, saying, "Hey, I'd like to, some extra work on this," and the teacher is then responsible for scheduling that ELT using this program here. Now, just like I said, students that aren't assigned to ELT would go right to their ELT homeroom fourth hour and use it as a quiet study hall. Now, if you look on the side here, there's a couple of different options. The AM homeroom report here shows your homeroom students and their assignments, which is what we were on that home screen. The teacher's report displays upcoming ELT assignments for the logged in teacher. And then student instances report allows users to select and view past ELT instances by student. Now, notice I did not show you this because from what I understand, at the senior high, it's basically the same thing as the AM homeroom report. And then the attendance report here displays all student ELT assignments for the current day and shows students that are entered into Infinite Campus as absent, and it should actually give the reason for their absence as well. And if you're a traveling teacher like I was the last 2 years, yippee! There is a link here that you can toggle between both the senior high and the junior high. So that will be very beneficial for you. Again, if you're at the junior high and you need to assign some people to ELT, then you'd switch it. And then up at the senior high, obviously you could switch it back. If you do have any more questions about this program or ELT or how to use that, I would love to answer your questions. Yes, I know that's a shock to some of you, but I will definitely take time out of my very busy schedule to talk to you. I mean, I might charge you, but I'll definitely talk to you. So anyway, hope this is something that you can use, and this is pretty straightforward. Again, though, if you have some questions, talk to me.